Get back over there now. Wow. This is it. Walcott and Sons back on the job.
Back here.
2022.
2022.
Give it some standing clay.
I'm going to need one of you guys to move your car so I can get...
The range out, the range out.
Well, I think I've mentioned already on my channel quite a few times, but the colour of my wall and ceiling is going to be standing clay by Morris & Co. You can see that this is an eggshell. We've also got emulsion as well for the ceilings. So the boys are just doing a little bit of prep work, just protecting the floor. They'll then obviously tape the sockets and fill any of the necessary gaps. And then hopefully they'll get the spray gun out and they'll be spraying it like mad. So this is the colour that we're going to be going for. A nice soft green. They've got to do a little bit of cleaning up on the windows as well. All the windows are being painted, so they'll all need primed and prepped. Probably a little bit of zins on the back of the door as well, because that's going to be painted the same colour as the wall.
How do you find that one out?
Yeah, easily. He's just hustling me.
Who's hustling? Oh, fuck.
Come on, Ken. Got it in the bag. Pardon? That's not very optimistic. The day is flying by. The boys are upstairs working very hard, but this evening we're going to be heading on the Belmont Pullman with Clive Christian to celebrate 150 years. They've actually released a pair of fragrances. One is called Timeless, one is called Contemporary. It's all part of their anniversary collection, and we're going to be celebrating this evening on the train with Clive himself, and I believe his daughter Victoria is also going to be there. She's going to be talking us through some of those key moments through the brand's life. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's a black tie event, so I'll catch you when we get down to London. We are just boarding the Belmont Pullman. Wow, we've got all the Clive Christian fragrances on display in here. Take a look at those in a bit. Carriages are absolutely stunning. Beautiful.
What's in here? Let's see. Let's get the measure of it.
Well, we've got some potion bottles.
This is
going
some
on in
history.
here.
Wow, this is a display bottle for the 1920s. It's got the Crown Perfumery. I don't know how much you know, but the Crown Perfumery started in the as the Crown Perfumery to Queen Victoria's Royal Court. I don't know why that one's a bit wonky. Oh, don't make him like they used to, hey? It just looks a bit drunk, that one.
Character.
Yeah, it's got some character. This is what they used to look like back in the 1800s. This was a standard presentation in the green glass, and so I've been told they couldn't quite make the crystal clear, the glass, so they did a little taint of green so that it looked like it had a purpose.
Well, we have just departed, and I believe that we're going to be heading kind of like towards Kent Way. We're going to be having some food here. I'm actually sitting opposite Effie, which is lovely because we've been chatting online for probably about 3 years now, and I finally got to meet him, which is really nice. And behind me, I'm just discovering some of the fragrances here from Clive Christian. So in particular, the two fragrances that we're here today, of course, are the 150-year anniversary fragrances. This one is their Timeless, and this is their Contemporary. Both fragrances are finished in the historical green colour that was the original fragrance bottle colour when the brand was originally founded. So quite a nice little special connection there. You can see that they have the Queen Victoria crown on all of the bottles. They were actually granted permission for the use of the crown, and they're the only fragrance company that have had this permission given to them. So a nice bit of history there about the brand, but I have my eyes on a couple that I want to try out and smell. But as you can see, they've got a nice variety, and all of their fragrances have got a huge amount of ingredients in them. So I think I read that there was like over 200 ingredients in these bottles here. So very complex, but extremely beautiful. I think you're supposed to go through an experience when you're wearing them as they change and they dry down. So I'm going to go and get into my seat and enjoy the journey.
It's older than that, but you know, everybody lies about their age. But in 1870, well, I'm not the youngies, present company excluded. But in 1872, the gift of the crown that sits on top of every bottle was actually given to the perfumery by Queen Victoria. So this is more than a by appointment, which of course dies when the monarch leaves us. It really speaks to the place that this perfumery held in Queen Victoria's Royal Victorian Court, because the crown was given as a gift in perpetuity. So for 150 years, 200 years, when we're all back on this train in another 150 years, we will still bear the crown that was gifted by Queen Victoria. It's the first and only time that this ever happened. So quite an honour, and really speaks to the place that the perfumery had in her heart. They created the perfume, the orange blossom perfume that was worn on her wedding day. In the Victorian language of flowers, every single ingredient had a special meaning, a hidden poetry. So orange blossom in Victorian language of flowers, floriography as it was called, meant first true love.
Well, we've just received our Clive Christian British Pullman Timeless cocktail. We've got lavender that you can see rolling around in the bottom there. So I'm going to try and on this bumpy train pour myself a glass. Right, so FA's just had his silhouette cut out by hand in the moment by Alison Russell. And can we just get a little side profile going on here? How even the specs are on point. Like, that is absolutely incredible. And do you know what? She's even done detail on your beard. So there's even like a little bit of texture going on.
Look at that. That is so beautiful.
That is unreal. So in a second, I'm going to get myself one of these. I feel like I need some glasses. I feel like it adds a little bit of... Yeah.
It does. That step in, it was just...
Mega, mate. Okay, so we've got a nice glass of... Oh, I can't remember. Do you remember what the red wine was? It was a Italian.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he said it was. Sicilian. Yeah, it's a Sicilian red. It would be Sicily not to, yeah. You like that, don't you? That was good, you like that as well, yeah. Thank you. So we've got a Sicilian red, but I'm not actually sure what kind of grape it is. And we're just about to enjoy some goose, which I don't think I've ever had goose before. Inside some crisped kale. Enjoy our Sicilian red wine. Carriage is swaying perfectly. Got Clive Christian just sitting opposite us over there, having a chat. Very dapper.
If the hand is hard, together we'll mend your heart. Because when the sunshine will shine together, told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took it home, got to stick it out till the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, eh.
That looks absolutely delicious. I'm really looking forward to trying this. It's gonna be good. So it's brie cheese, truffle, crumpet, and rosemary honey. Wow, this is a new one for me.
Michael, and your first name?
Michael.
Michael. I like that. That's really unusual. I think your parents had a sense of humour, Michael.
Yes, they do.
Now, Michael, I'm going to ask you this. Look,
Yes.
if do you mind just thank you. Michael,
Yes.
Michael, where's the ball, Michael?
Sure. The ball is on top of the... Sorry. Yeah.
It's where?
Coffee would be amazing, mate. Thank you.
On the...
White, please.
No, it's not under.
We've got coffee and magician's tricks going on all at the same time. This is fabulous.
On top of the...
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your final answer, Michael? Where's the ball?
The ball is on top, it's under the top of the top.
What?
I feel like it's like a trick question.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Like, what do you mean? It's in front of us.
Question.
Where's the ball? It's on top of the cup.
Because
Being cautious.
yes, it's okay. So it's on top of the cup.
Michael, look, I'm going to be honest with you because English is not my first language.
Okay.
Right? My first language is Guernsey French patois.
Okay.
My mother would say, Paisa, volen copa e tisa la vie. That means the ball is on top of the bottom of the cup.
Yes.
I didn't want to argue with Mama with her blue eyes.
It's on
Then I'll do like
bottom of the cup.
Ball goes from there.
Wow.
Over there.
Boom. Wow. Come on. That was good. That was good. Ooh. Well, the boys have been working through the night. They have not left. Yeah. Fair play. And as you can see, well, I'm not sure if you can see very clearly, but we have paint on the ceilings, the wardrobe. They're just doing their self-assessment snagging. So you can see there's just a couple of areas that they are just tidying up, but in general, there, right? Nice and tidy in here, I can see. Yeah. But yeah, we are looking good. So obviously the woodwork takes the eggshell and the walls are taking the emulsion, so that's why they're separating these compartments. Even though they're all being painted the same colour, we obviously have different paints for different surfaces. And how are we doing on paint? You should have enough, yeah? Oh. Wow. Wow. Do you guys want anything? No drinks? Little lemon and ginger tea? Yeah? Go on. A Rubicon. A Rubicon. Oh, okay. Right. I'll have the lights on here later.
You put a new light? What lights? Where do you get lights then?
There. I've already got them. Already downstairs. Right, I'm gonna go get some food. Well, this is the first look at the finished paint job on my wardrobes. We still have a very tiny amount of snagging just to finish off, but the boys worked right the way into the evening. It was pitch black when they were actually finishing this off, but I'm so happy with the end result. It looks fantastic. We're actually just leaving the doors open at the moment just to allow them to cure properly so it doesn't stick when the door and the frame touch each other. So you'll have to excuse that, but it is looking absolutely incredible in here. The floor and the wardrobe colour are complementing one another very well. As always, you'll have to just remember that the white balance on this camera doesn't always give you a true representation of what the true colour is. So it looks a bit grey, a bit cool on the camera right now, but it is actually quite a warm colour green. I have some lights that I need to put up on these pillars, 4 in total, and as you can see, I'm getting packed because this evening Lydia and I are heading down to London for a very special occasion, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. But I thought, I've got half an hour, could I get one of these lights up to see what they look like? I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to stick you on a tripod and I'm going to get busy trying my best to get one of these lights installed up on the wardrobes. So I'm going to pop you over here. Okay, so as you can see, we now have the wall lights up on the cabinetry. They're actually not live yet, so I'll need to do that another day because our cab has arrived and we're going to be heading down to London now. So that's today's progress. Looking good. Do you agree?
Very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So different.
Yeah, looks good.
Looks amazing.
So the lampshades might not stay. I'm happy with them.
Yeah,
But yeah, but I'm just saying we have ordered 2 swatches for 2 different prints. We've got a grey coming and also a tweed.
Yeah, tweed.
So we're going to see what they look like.
Might,
clash.
Might just be lost. This has
Yeah.
such a nice, subtle contrast.
So I accidentally ordered these. I was trying to go for the linen ones and I ended up getting the silk finish, but
they're beautiful though. I actually feel like they have a little bit more of a dressy
feel to them. Yeah,
feel to them. Honestly,
they do look lovely.
I've nailed this.
I picked the colour on the floor. I'm only winding you up. You're Mrs. Nibbler.
This is honestly, I'm so
You're happy? Yeah,
so happy.
It's actually coming really quite light on the camera, as in the not light, bluey. Yeah, the green, but it's a bit warmer in real life. But very happy. We're currently out in the hallway, as you know, but we're just about to make our way down now. I thought I would quickly share with you my journey outfit. Miss Millen-Gordon is almost ready, and I've gone for a slightly different look today. I feel like I haven't quite worked out what era, maybe like a 40s, 50s vibe with these trousers, but you can see they're quite a wide leg. But I've gone for some brown loafers from Velasca Milano, and then these trousers are from PT Tori. I think they're an Italian brand. I'll have to double check on that brand as well. I've only just discovered them. I went on to either Farfetch or My Teresa and I picked these up, and I've not had any work done to them. This is how they fit when they come, so very impressed. I've then got my Ralph Lauren jacket on, which is another new pickup, and then I've gone for a knit, which is actually by Tiger, but it's a really lovely colour. It complements this jacket really nicely. So we're ready. We are going to get loaded and head down to this evening's premiere. You've been watching too much TikTok.
I've been watching Molly May.
Old Buckingham Palace?
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a bit special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I do enjoy it. Do you know what? How fitting is this?
I know, exactly.
Definitely got a nice new face, hasn't it? Have they cleaned or replaced? Do you know?
Renovated.
Okay, a bit of both.
Yeah, it's all everything. That's
Yeah.
that's all gold leaf up there as well, apparently.
Wow. Yeah, very impressive.
Of course, they're doing all the Houses of Parliament as well now.
Yes.
Giving it a bit of a spruce up.
We have just arrived to the Savoy, which will be our home for the evening. A little bit miserable out there today, but fortunately they've got a good drop-off section here, haven't they?
Yeah, undercover.
Yes.
Always in top hat and tails. Which
Yeah,
makes
it's
me
very
happy.
smart. Oh, it's so glamorous here, isn't it? Well, as you can see, we have arrived to the Savoy. We're currently in the River restaurant. So Lydia, every time she orders, she removes all of the ingredients and just always ends up with basically whether it be the meat, the fish and the bun. And so I started to order my burger and I said, oh, is it okay if you remove the bun and also if you can take the fish out as well? To which he found relatively funny. So yeah, we're in the River restaurant. This is Gordon Ramsay's restaurant here in the Savoy. It's situated just behind, isn't it? This is where you'd have afternoon tea. And so yeah, this is basically that. It's recently renovated. You can see. Some of you may have visited pre-October and you'll notice that the bar's had a revamp. So it's looking lovely in here actually. And we're going to enjoy our late lunch. And then we need to get back to the room, get dressed for a red carpet event where we will be enjoying the crown.
That was the most slow delivery of anything ever. I was like,
We're out, we got it out. Yeah, it looks amazing. They are nice views, aren't they? Wow.
Yeah, I think from this floor you really get the best one.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow, look at that.
Thank you.
You
I'm glad that you like it. It was worth the wait because the other ones they are not as high.
Yeah, well, you've seen the ones that aren't as high before. It's almost exactly the same, but lower and but slightly different. Also, it's lovely.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's lovely. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. So I said 5 minutes approximately for the luggage.
Wow, that is a lovely bed. You can get these views from the bedroom as well. God, look at that. Wow, this is our room for the evening. Quick little look into the bathroom before Miss Millen-Gordon does her work. What do we have in here? Wow. I love all of the finishes in here. We have just finished off getting ready. We're going to make our way down to the front of the Savoy to grab a black cab ahead of this evening's event. I'm currently wearing my made-to-measure tuxedo from Dooley & Rostron. I've gone for my Hermes pocket square, the long jeans timepiece, and I have my patent black shoes from Boss. So I'm feeling very suave. I've got a nice silk tie on, keeping it very classic. And we're going to go and enjoy the crown. You looking forward to this evening?
I am. I'm so excited.
It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it as well. I feel like there's going to be a nice few surprises in this season, so it should be a good one. Good evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
Okay.
Well, we have arrived. The sound of the music has started. Looks like an amazing venue. We're just about to queue to come and get in right now. Well, we've just got to the red carpet and we're just about to go on. Lids, you go, I'll film you. Okay. Oh, you might see some nice people arriving here. Oh, hey!
One second, just a little bit and then I'll take you up. Thank you.
No problem.
Are we going together? Okay, so you go, thank you. You go first. Then Matt and Ali join you. You move on and do solo.
Let rivals join us.
Should we go in?
Yes, let's go in. Welcome, this is tonight's venue. Looking very impressive. I love that they've got like the crest above the door, very nice. Thank you very much. Wow. Unreal. What is it? Whoa! It doesn't even blink.
It's trying to film like your skin routine.
Wow. Well, as you can see, the room's filling up. A few familiar faces here this evening. Just about to get seated here in the stalls ahead of this evening's premiere. Always very manic this time of the evening, trying to get everyone seated before the show starts.
At the ballet here for a future episode that you'll all see over the next coming days. Before we get on to the show, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome to the stage Netflix co-CEO and Chief Content Officer. Please put your hands together for Ted Sarandos. Jonathan, hearing that response from this audience, that must make you very excited for people to see this season of this show?
Yeah, absolutely. It's only what I'm used to. But, and it's just great to be back in Drury Lane, where I was 32 years ago for the opening of Miss Saigon.
Would you like to give us a little rendition?
Don't, I will. That's a terrible thing. And just to acknowledge that in the auditorium, selling programs and ice cream was Johnny Lee Miller.
Wow. Leslie, how has this journey been for you playing Princess Margaret? She's an extraordinary person too.
I've smoked a lot of cigarettes and drunk a lot of whiskey. I rest my case. I'm a wreck.
Dominic, a wonderful experience for you on so many levels, particularly getting the chance to work with your son as well in this. That must have been a beautiful addition to this project.
Yeah, it was. He's here actually. Actually, all the kids are here. Where are you? Give us away. They're all here. It was one of the many treats of the season. Yeah, loved it.
Elizabeth, I'm so excited for people to see you in this show. Just a quick word, if you don't mind, because I know we have a lot of the crew in the room tonight. Just a word about how important that collaboration is with so many of the departments.
Oh, we love you all so much. We could never obviously do this without, because I have no idea how a camera works, but we really do adore you, and you're just a magical crew. Honestly, you make this so... We survived through this schedule and everything because of you. You're incredible. Thank you.
And Johnny Lee Miller, what you have done for John Major in this season is, well, you'll see soon. You'll see soon. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it very much. I mean, just forgetting the Johnny Lee Major of it all. Just to be, to be included with this group is a real thrill.
And we're in season 6 already, I believe, Peter, as well.
Yeah, well, they're filming in the morning. We've been filming for 10 weeks, I think. So, yeah, well, another 30.
Well, listen, please go and take your seats and enjoy this wonderful evening and this gorgeous celebration of all your hard work.
Walk of shame.
The stride of pride.
Well, we have returned back to the Savoy, and Lydia was talking about how she hasn't vlogged as much as she'd like to have done.
No.
So it reminded me I should vlog.
Oh, you beat me to it. I'm going to do it when I'm back in the room. I need to debrief. I have so many thoughts.
I will. I'll actually debrief as well when we get back to the room, rather than
After me.
Yeah. So that's still what she's going to say. Okay, so we're back in our room and we've just ordered some room service. We've got 2 mac and cheese en route. The Crown absolutely lived up to expectations. I thoroughly enjoyed it this evening. We watched episode 1 and 3. I'm not exactly sure why we did that.
I
was... You do?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, you think you know. You think you know, but you don't know.
Because it's clearly a very good episode. And as it's a series, the first episode would have been set in the scene, but they also want to show you the magic of it, and that episode was pure magic.
Yeah, it was beautifully filmed.
Oh.
I feel like the production of The Crown is impeccable, and you know how much I enjoy production and cinematography, and so yeah, it was an absolute pleasure to watch. It was very easy on the eye. I thought the actors and actresses, which is actually a question that I've been asking a lot. I keep on hearing the word actor to describe both female and male actors and actresses, and I'm happy to call either or, but I just was unsure of the correct way to talk about actors or actresses, and if there is a etiquette or not. So Diana, I felt like her role was played exactly how I'd imagined. I think it was played very well. And this evening they portrayed a lovely story about the Al-Fayed family, and that's something that I'd love to go away and learn a little bit more about, because it's not necessarily a connection that I had made myself, and so I feel like I want to go and explore and learn more about that, because I know Lydia mentioned it in her video, and I touched on it very quickly earlier. You need to take The Crown with a pinch of salt, because the intimacies of the storylines that are being portrayed will never be understood to their full extent, and I think that it's just really important that you don't use the crown as gospel, and you just take it with a pinch of salt, enjoy it for what it is. And if in this instance, like it has for me, if it prompts you to go and educate yourself a little bit further, or if you're intrigued to go and learn a little bit more about something, then fantastic. And so that's exactly what I do with The Crown anyway, and I have enjoyed both the first and third episode so far. It comes out on Sunday, so by the time this video is out, it will already be out on Netflix, ready for you to go and enjoy. So that really summarises the evening. We were sat in the stalls this evening, which means that we were amongst all of the directors and all of the actors and lots of people that were involved in the production and so forth. So I felt very lucky, very privileged. It was a fantastic evening. We're going to enjoy some room service, and I'll be catching you in the morning or potentially even the afternoon, because I plan on having a lay-in. Hi, good evening. Please can I order 2 mac and cheeses? Amazing, thank you. Well, it's a fabulous morning today, as you can see. The sun is shining, a little bit overcast, but I'm just about to settle down and enjoy my eggs royale. I'm a big fan of this breakfast. I've gone for a cappuccino and an orange juice as well. So we're starting the day in style. I'm going to enjoy these views over my coffee, and then we're going to head back home, because this evening I'll be heading back into London for the event with Luca Filoni. I was in control of that, which is why it all went wrong. If I'd have thought a little bit more about this, I should have stayed in London today, but the plans have been set, the arrangements have been made. So I'm going to head back, check in on the dogs, make sure everybody's okay, and I'm going to be getting changed into this evening's outfit, because of course I'll be wearing some Luca Filoni cashmere, which is just so nice. I tried it on yesterday. So yeah, we're going to basically head home, freshen up, and then head in for, I think it's a dinner that's in partnership or alongside the Gents Journal, which some of you may be familiar with, some of you may not. There should be a great group down there. Probably some of the same people that we saw last night will be down there today as well. But anyway, I'm going to get on with this before it goes cold, so I'll see you back at home.
Hello, my little boys. Yes. Yes, yes, nearly dinner time, isn't it? Yes, you happy to see your daddy? Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. Ooh, big jump. Where's your brother? There he is, running around like a hooligan. Got the mushroom in his mouth.
I'm back home. I was going to continue this vlog and take you in this evening to the event, but I've just started editing it, and we are already approaching quite a long video. So I think I'm gonna end this video here and start afresh. So thank you for watching. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'll leave all of the relevant links in the description box down below. Have a great rest of the week. Take care.